Today's video is about how toxic women use feminine energy to manipulate. And I'm not attacking women today because I also feel a victim. I'm still learning. I am aware. So that's one step. But I just know the most effective manipulation rarely looks like manipulation if you're not careful. Sometimes it looks like kindness, someone being vulnerable, and someone being the person that everyone else, like everybody trusts, okay? And some people create trust amongst other people, like they'll create trust among themselves and other people just to use that same trust to manipulate these same people, okay? So I'm talking about kindness, vulnerability, charm, beauty, empathy, and innocence. Femininity is not a bad thing in itself. If you ask me, I think it's a very powerful trait to have as a woman or a man, because we all have both energies. But in the hands of a toxic person, femininity can be bad, can be toxic. So use it wisely. But this is how you recognize whether a friend, your mom, your sister, any female in your life, whether you're a girlfriend, if you're a man, uses femininity to manipulate you or others. So the first sign that I see, and I think children also use this as well, children are the best manipulators, is they use vulnerability to avoid being accountable for what they did. Look, I had struggles with this one, so I think this is a very good one. So some people would appear hurt or like overwhelmed just to not be blamed for something, okay? They will appear they are the victim. They will appear they are hurt than the person they're involved with. They'll pretend they didn't do anything wrong or it was done to them. Even when they played a role, like they have some responsibility to hold, they'll rather act more hurt, cry even louder, just act so overwhelmed and fragile, just so their attention will shift away from them, okay? So instead of them taking responsibility and be like, yeah, actually, I said this and that provoked them to do that, or I did that and that wasn't right, they'll withdraw and act like the victim. It happens all the time. A lot of women do it. So now you have the other person doubting themselves. It's like, really? Yeah, it's a strategy. It's a strategy. Some people may even cry. Some people may even go to... I never cried, but before I became self-aware of my own toxic behavior, that was way when I was in my teens, like late teens to early 20s, I realized I had toxic traits, and that included, criticizing people and shifting the blame on other people. Meanwhile, I also had responsibilities to carry. I didn't want to take any responsibility because that was too much for me to face myself and be like, oh my gosh, I consented to this behavior. I agreed, I accepted it, So when you see that, just know you're dealing with a toxic or a female who's using vulnerability, tears, and acting fragile to get you into trouble. And it happens in the workplace, especially if you're working with YT people. My black people know what I'm talking about. They know how to manipulate, okay? And the next way I see is people who use charm as a form of control, or they use sweet words, they sweet talk you. A lot of women do that to men because women sometimes assume men are stupid, which is, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. And some men also like that ego boost. So a win is a win, okay? But some people use, their warmth and their charm as a social tool. They'll be kind to you, make you feel special, create some emotional safety, and then they withdraw. And then they start acting cold all of a sudden. There are a lot of YouTube videos that tells you to do that. Hot and cold. That's what they call hot and cold. So you act nice and sweet and da-da-da. Make this person believe you can, fall in love with them or trust them or da-da-da. Like they're kind. Oh, you think they're kind. And then they turn their back all of a sudden without you doing anything. So you will start doubting yourself, like, what did I do? Did I say anything? You didn't do anything. You didn't say anything bad. They are manipulating you. They're using their feminine charm to make you chase them or get some control of the dynamic, or to seek the approval again. So people will do that just so they always be in control of how the relationship goes. It has nothing to do with the other person. You are healthy, you are fine, but then because you're overthinking about them, they stay on your mind. That's a mind F game. They are mind effing you. Okay, they are mind effing you because you will start being insecure, thinking you did something wrong. That's why they all of a sudden, because you're like, they're too nice, they're too kind for them to all of a sudden, that means I must have done something, right? No. Anyway, let's go to the next one, which I see a lot in the workplace: gossip, triangulations, playing people against each other, and doing exclusion. I see that a lot in the workplace. One person would tell this person another thing, and then the next person, they will change the story. They will tell another story to a different person. They will tell 5 different stories to 5 different people, instead of them to just go direct and confront someone about what they did. They will gossip. They will tell this person another thing. Oh, I saw her hid this in her bag. Actually, I saw her hid it in a shoe. No, I saw her put it in a pocket. Like, they will tell and when you do that, you create conflict, right? You are manipulating people. You are acting like you are the good one who's always trying to tell people, be careful about her, she's this, she's that. But at the same time, you're triangulating people against this person. You're making that person look bad without them probably not doing what you said they did, and everybody hating them for no reason. That's a smear campaign. You're just going around smear campaign on this person. People use their femininity, their kindness, to get people's love or people's follow or people's attention or people's love by triangulating between you and that person. So you realize maybe people used to like you at work or at school, and all of a sudden they don't like you just because this one person won't stop talking about you or won't stop gossiping about you. We see that in movies all the time. Okay, we see that in movies all the time, where, especially among women, if you come to the school and you are kind of, how among every friends group there is like a mean girl or leader or something. Like, if you don't bow to the queen, if the queen is toxic, she's going to smear you, or she's going to make sure you're blackballed from the school or from the group or at work or something. They'll make sure you get excluded from everything. That is a toxic female trait. And the next one is empathizing, like weaponizing their empathy. Because we all know most empathetic people, I am one myself, I know how to put boundaries now. So to my empathetic people, I know we struggle with boundaries sometimes. I have struggled with boundaries when I was very young. Not now. Now I don't care. I hurt people. No, in a bad way. But I see how human beings see empathetic people, and all of a sudden they think I'm an easy prey. Not knowing that I have my fangs or my thongs or whatever it's called hidden. Okay, I have claws, but it's hidden. That's how I am. You might think I am an easy prey because I'm empathetic, but if you cross the boundary, you're going to get slapped all the way back to the back seat. So to my empathetic people, manipulative people would try and make you feel guilty. Okay, they will make you feel, they will weaponize the fact that you are empathetic and you want to see everybody do good, and some people would actually try and make you like the butt of the joke, okay? Because they can tell you can't stand up for yourself, you have no backbone, you are just empathetic and sweet, and that is not how you go about in life. Create healthy boundary, even if it sounds or it feels cruel, but then it suits, like it's good for you, it makes you actually protective, or it protects your energy. If it sounds cruel, if it feels cruel, just do it. That is the way you should actually go. Don't worry about them suffering or blah blah blah. And also the reverse, some empathetic people can also use their empathy to hurt other people. Okay, they can use their empathy, because I know a lot of people, or even when I was my empathetic self, when maybe someone wants to leave a relationship, I'll use the fact that, oh my god, if you love me, then why are you leaving me? It happens all the time. Some people even be like, if you love me, then do this for me. If you do that is manipulation. Okay, you shouldn't let anybody make you do something you don't want to do, unless you want to do it by yourself. Don't let anyone use empathy to drag you into their mess. And the fifth one is when people act harmless and sweet just so you can, like, I don't know how to put it this way. Okay, some people walk around with an image that, oh, I'm very nice and sweet. People just hate me because I'm beautiful. People hate me because I'm sweet. People misunderstand me. I don't do no wrong. That doesn't create trust. Okay, you are always a good person. You're always a sweet person. It's like you don't have any dark side. And I'm not saying be a bad person per se, but I would doubt someone who is always kind of like have an image of everybody misunderstanding me. Everybody thinks everybody feels like I'm wrong. People misunderstand me, but then I'm a very nice person. Niceness is strange. Okay, niceness, if you have the image of a nice person, to me, I know there are a lot of anger and resentment beneath that. I haven't experienced that yet. When something blows up, I feel like a nice person might blow up. I'd rather you put on your authentic self, and then I see why people misunderstand you. Maybe people misunderstand you because you are weird or because you're bitch. I'd rather the full image than just that one image. Some people can manipulate people with that. Okay, they don't get angry. They're always sweet to you. Even when you hurt them, they don't confront you. They don't say anything when you hurt them. Like, it's weird. Just so you get people to understand you. If you go to any extreme for me to like you or to understand you, or just for me to feel like you're harmless, that is a bit harmful. So be careful of those people either. And also this one, which I think I need to work on, that is how we females or feminine, like people who have feminine energy, use the social expectations about gender to get their way. So I mean, this is kind of like difficult to talk about because in some ways true, women are nurturing, women are more emotionally expressive and vulnerable and blah blah blah, but some people use that excuse to not to be fragile. Like, they use that to manipulate people. Okay, they assume they're entitled, they feel like they are entitled, like, oh, you need to do this because I'm a woman. The man needs to. I get it. I think every man knows what to do, especially if they really, really want you. They know what to do. You don't have to tell them. But when you want every man on this planet to do that, it's a form of manipulation. As a woman, you should also know how, in case there is no man around, what are you going to do? So in some ways, like, yes, be feminine. If a man is around, of course, if he offers to do it, let him do it. Don't be like, oh, I can do it by myself. If a man offers to do it, I let them do it. But then I don't like, maybe there is no man and I do it, then I'm now resentful towards all men. Like, oh, if you're truly a man, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you? Like, it's entitlement. And I see that among we women. We just automatically assume, okay, everyone or men should do this and that. Like, that's strictness, which, like I said, if there is a man around and he offers to do it, if you give him the signal that you need help, or if you ask for help and he does it, great. If he doesn't do it, try your best to do what you can. Okay, but it's always when you ask for help, it's going to come. But to feel so entitled that if one man doesn't do it, you blame all men or you try and put all men down, I don't think that's I think that's a bit entitlement, and that is toxic. So these are my signs of how toxic women use feminine energy to manipulate. So guys, be wary, be careful, because it's happening all the time. Almost every woman has been in that toxic phase, so don't think I'm the only one. Just so you become aware among your own friends group, among your female family members and loved ones, okay?